Governor DeSantis has called a special session between the 19th and the 22nd, where every single state representative is going to be there, and we're going to ask them why we couldn't exercise our First Amendment and why we're not allowed in D.C. like we have been the trucks have been going to D.C. for the past 60 years.
Yeah.
So we have been working with some representatives here in Florida to draft up resolution to end the national emergency and end the mandates. We are trying to get all the representatives in the state of Florida and other states to sign this resolution so we can send it into the Congress and get legislation drafted up to end the national emergency and get this country going back in the direction it needs to go. So right now, what we're trying to do is get everybody to go to Tallahassee on the 19th. You don't have to be a truck driver. This is for every single blue-collar worker out there. I'm sure everybody here has had somebody that's been affected by these mandates. I lost my trucking company in January because of the mandates and the effect they've had on the economy. There's a lot of trucking industries that are having issues right now, staying in business, getting the trucks fixed, and keeping the wheels rolling down the road. So if you guys could, please come out to Tallahassee. Thank you guys for all coming out here today. We couldn't have had this done if it wasn't for Cynthia and Jim Craig. They worked a lot with us in this area to get this going. We started planning this about 2 weeks ago, and they've been involved and very responsive and helping us out with everything. Thank you guys for all coming out. I'm going to have Anjanette, our secretary for the company, come up and say a few words. The 19th, we leave for D.C. on the 21st right now. If Governor DeSantis does not come out and talk to us, we'll stay there until the 22nd, and we're not going to leave until we get the assurances that we can go to D.C. and we can go inside and exercise our First Amendment. So we're going to get this country turned back around the way that it should be, and the way that it was back in 2019.
That's right. Woo!
Thank you guys. Y'all have a good night.
I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and we are so happy to be here in Okeechobee, and this is a great turnout. And thank you to this location for hosting us. It's very much a surprise, and your generosity, we can't thank you enough for that, so we really appreciate it. We are headed to Fort Myers tomorrow, and then off to St. Pete, and Lakeland, and the Villages, and Palm Bay, and
Speak up.
Jacksonville, Lake City, and Pensacola, and then Tallahassee. So we're going to be busy this week.
Speak up.
Traveling, so that'll be amazing. So thank you guys for all being here. I'm the secretary for the Florida United Convoy, and recently adopted a second title as the media liaison. So follow us on our page. We have a website, FloridaUnitedConvoy.org, and we also have a Facebook page reflective of the same name, Florida United Convoy. So please join us. We're on Twitter.
YouTube.
We have a YouTube channel as well, and we're going to be trying to get as much video out there as we can so that you can follow us for the journey. We're hoping to collect as many people as we can along the way, so we have some good, strong numbers in Tallahassee, which is what we're hoping for sure. And then we'll wish them off with safety to D.C. One of the reasons I came onto the convoy, I happened to stumble upon Ross's page when he created it on Facebook, and I've been following the Canadian convoy for quite some time with my friends there, and just seeing what's happening in our country, it's heartbreaking, to say the least. I worked at a job for many, many years. I worked with children with autism. I was a school teacher prior to that in Brevard County. I did get my degree in teaching in exceptional education, exceptional student education, and I taught children with behavior disorders and autism for many years. And then went into, got my master's in applied behavior analysis, and I work with kids with autism now. And it's been really challenging because I'm considered a healthcare worker, because we essentially get our funding through insurance and CMS. And I recently lost my job in January because I refused to get vaccinated or tested weekly to keep my job. And as a result, I had to find a company that had less than 100 employees in order to sidestep being mandated into getting tested 52 tests a year,
Right there.
tested weekly,
All the way to the wall.
or getting vaccinated,
Up
which I
against that
refuse to do
glass.
either. I don't want anybody trying to tell me
Yeah.
what I need to
Send
do
me back there.
with my health. And I ended up taking a huge pay cut, and I lost my medical, dental, and vision at almost 51 years old. You can imagine how hard it is to sleep at night when you have no insurance, because I work for a small company. So I'm trying to recover from that still. So this is a very personal issue for me. What's that? Hold it close. Okay. So it's a personal thing for me, and I just want to be able to support the convoy with the passion I have to make sure that our future for our children and grandchildren and the future of this country and the world can continue to be free. Everyone should be able to be free to be who they are, be what they want to be, and choose what they want to choose without being afraid or being told they can't work or can work or can't travel. I haven't been able to go to Canada to see my friends because I'm not vaccinated. I can't go to Barbados to see my goddaughter because I'm not vaccinated. And it's time for this to stop. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for being here. But it's time for this to stop.
You're right.
So if you all have friends, family members in any of the cities we mentioned, even if they can come out to one city, maybe go one city to one city, that's more than enough. You don't have to come the whole way. Maybe you could come out to tell